can you come to this side? Yeah.
Well, this is our. Do you want to do it here? Because this is our.
It's basically a sun. Okay, this will be fine. We have NHS staff here. And today we are talking about what they are doing here. Let them ask. So what was the purpose? What was the purpose you are here today?
So we are here offering COVID vaccines. My name's Trudy. I'm a clinical supervisor from the mass vaccination team. So we're currently in the autumn-winter campaign, which is due to finish on the 15th of December. So we're encouraging people to come and get the boosters before the 15th of December, because after that point you won't be unable to get a booster. We are target sort of low uptake areas. Hyson Green is one of those low uptake areas, so we're trying to make the vaccine more accessible for people to come and get boosted with us.
Okay. And what about this Bus-ting Tour? You have heard that campaign about cancer. What do you say about that? Are people really lazy? They don't get to the GPs?
I think there's difficulty with the GPs at the minute. We hear many different stories, and I think it's kind of a postcode lottery at the minute. Some GPs it's easy to get through. Some GPs you have great difficulty trying to make an appointment, get to see them. I think there's still a backlog through the pandemic, so they're still working through that. There's a lot of pressure on GPs, and unfortunately it has an effect on the patients accessing services. So things like this, coming out in the community and offering advice on cancer and offering the COVID vaccine, are invaluable to these communities that don't have much provision around them.
Is NHS going are making more of this sort of events in the future?
I think they would very much like to. You know, we're very much aware that sort of making people aware about cancer and the risks, and about COVID. You know, COVID is still present. The more we can get that message out, the better uptake we get, the better knowledge people have, so they will start sort of checking and picking up on symptoms for possible cancer and COVID. So the more we can get that message out, prevention is, you know, better than the cure.
So do some people come today for the vaccination here?
Yes, we've had quite a few takers here. We've had two really elderly gentlemen actually. We've had an 87-year-old who's made his way to us and an 85-year-old. Now a little bit confused to whether they were eligible or not. When we actually went into their records, they'd not had a COVID vaccine for 2 years. So really, you know, valuable vaccines we've given out today to protect the older generation. You know, there is a real need for the elderly and the vulnerable to come forward and receive their COVID boosters to protect them throughout the autumn and winter.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, bye.
Bye.
Oh dear, fancy making